Alrighty, what is going on, guys? Welcome back here to another NHL 21 HUD video. We got a new event here today on this Friday. We have the Style Icons. So basically, it's basically similar to the last set, or the last event, excuse me, the Blockbusters, I believe it was called, where with these master items, you are going to have a lot of upgrading to do. And they do cost quite a bit more compared to the last event, it seems like. But these cards are pretty sweet, and it looks like it's going to be the same situation where you have the same card with two different synergy options. So there's basically 6 to choose from, and we can go from there. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's going to be very expensive to make these cards, but they are beasts. They're 95s, you know. So we're getting up into those high end cards. So let's just take a look. We're just basically going to look at the master set items and any other ones that like aren't the master set items. But I don't think other than 2. Yeah, because you can see these are the 85s you start out with, and you go up to 89s, and then 92, so on. Yeah, so you can see the master items. But let's start off with the 2 different cards here. We got the 91 overall Ryan Whitney, 2 to distributor, 2 to speedster. So the synergy combo is very rare. I think you only see distributor and speedster on maybe the Heiskanen, the 90 Heiskanen. So this may be sought after some players, but his acceleration is a bit slow. If you have Spark, he can get up to 89, which isn't too bad, but he's 6'3", so he's decent. His slap shot accuracy and wrist shot accuracy could be up a little bit more, but if you can get barrage activated on him, because people are slowly beginning to do that, then yeah, this could be a pretty good card. But by the means of how you're going to get this, which is simply pulling him from packs, I believe, yeah, he's an expensive boy for sure. I would not spend that money on him. And then we also have the 91 Paul Bissonnette, 2 to Spark and 2 to Howitzer. So basically like a poor man's version of, I mean, I guess you could say a rich man because it's probably going to cost even more, of Sean Couturier, but he's not a center. He's a winger because, I mean, 71 faceoffs. So his power is obviously insane. It's already maxed with Howitzer activated. His acceleration and speed, so with Spark, yeah, 88. You get his speed up to 90 with distributor. He would be really good as a center, but as a winger, I would honestly just say sell, unless you need these synergies really bad, which some people may need, but like, yeah, 289k, I would say no. So now we can get into the big boys. So there's really not many cards to start off this event. So we have the, how did they do this? So we have the 95s and we have the 94s. So if you're just going to be doing the set where you trade in, I believe it's 15 collectibles for the 94s, you just get 1 of each team's synergy, it looks like. So interesting. So is there different ones? Wait. So there's 2 94s to choose from? But okay, see that's weird. There's 2 94s of what's his face, like, but there's not one for Matthews. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna be focusing on the 95s because these are the big boys. Basically, these are the ones that may be worth investing. So here on Ken, I think it's Baumgartner. I may be butchering that horribly. 2 to balanced, 1 to speedster, and 1 to wingman. So the wingman and speedster synergies automatically make him better, but. So you get 93 spark or 93 acceleration, 93 speed, and then with balanced, I mean, I don't really think anybody's going to be going after balance, so I'm just not even going to activate that. Not a bad winner card, but it's going to be really expensive to make this. I mean, his shot's really good. Really good. His body checking's maxed out, and his defensive awareness, so lots of 99s on this guy. This is a good card. It's just these guys are really expensive. And then the other version with 2 to 1 player synergy and then 2 team base. So Spark and Swarm, you get his speed up to 89. Yeah, nah, this one really isn't that good, honestly. Like synergy wise, I'd say, because passing playmaker is just not a sought after synergy. So if you're gonna make the Ken Baumgartner, I would definitely go with this version, even though balance is not a team synergy you're going after. So next up we got the first Mark Howe. We have 2 to Gladiator, 1 to distributor, 1 to balanced. So you get his acceleration up to 91. I mean, his his defensive stats and body checking are all maxed out. Slap shot, his shooting overall is just insane. This is a very nice card, but 5'11", he may get bumped off the puck a little bit more easily. I mean, Gladiator is already very easy to activate because it's just on so many cards. People probably already have Distributor, and Balance is really not sought after. Let's take a look at the other one. So 2 to Barrage, 1 to Shutdown, 1 to Workhorse. So you could get his acceleration up to 94 and his speed up to 90. I would go with this version because Barrage is also a synergy people are going after, and it maxes out his slapshot power and accuracy. And then Shutdown and Workhorse only add to this card. So I would definitely go with the 2 to team-based synergy Markow, basically. So the Barrage Markow. So next up here we got HENRIK LUNDQVIST. So 2 to Spark, 1 to Heart and Soul, 1 to Balance. Automatic. Well, what the heck? Why are some of his stats green? That was weird. I mean, if you're gonna be making, like, trading in, like, how many ever collectibles it is for a what's it called? A goalie. I don't know. I mean, he's obviously insane. Like 90s everywhere and 68 aggression. This is gonna be he's gonna be a really great goalie. Don't get me wrong. Then the other one is 2 to Barrage, 1 to Distributor, 1 to Swarm. I mean, nobody's really going after Heart and Soul and Balanced, I feel like. So, overall, this is probably your better option. The 2 to Barrage, 1 to Distributor, 1 to Swarm. So, I'd go with that. But, like, I don't think it's even a good idea to make a 95 goalie in the first place. Next up, we have the first Auston Matthews. So, Light the Lamp, Heart and Soul, and Barrage. I mean, okay, let's just take into account people are not carrying him, like Light the Lamp. I mean, you can. I mean, you get him and Gretzky. You got Light the Lamp activated. You get Barrage. His slap shot accuracy and power is max. I mean, he's really good. Yeah, this is a good card. It's just I'm not a big fan of the synergy combo. Let's take a look at the other one. Okay, so 2 to Spark, 1 to Howitzer, and 1 to Thief. This can be an endgame card, basically, because with Distributor, you get his speed to 97. 92 face-offs is pretty good as well, and his shot is insane. You could play this card on the wing, but you would probably want to play it as a center because he is 6'3". I would definitely go with this version. And then we have Bernie Nichols up next. Light the Lamp, Barrage, and Spark. Not bad, but 93 face-off, so you can play this guy at center if you wanted to. Not a big fan of the Light the Lamp, honestly. Barrage and Spark make him obviously a bit better. If you play him at center, he's honestly pretty viable. He can work out pretty well. What does the other one look like? 2 to Distributor, 1 to Howitzer, 1 to so I'd say go with this one again because solely you're getting his face-offs up to 98. I mean, yeah, like you can get his acceleration up to 92. Wait, whoa, bad math. You can get his acceleration up to 91. Sorry, I just had to retract there. But look, his speed's up to 93. I would definitely go with this version. I mean, look at his shooting, and I mean, man, this is a good card as well. So we got some true. Oh, there's still more. Dude, there's so many. So we got the Alex Ovechkin now. 2 to Magician, not a synergy I care for. 1 to Swarm, 1 to Spark. Obviously a beast, but he's gonna feel very sluggish because he's barely getting into the 90s with his speed. What's the other one looking like? 2 to Distributor, 1 to Wingman, 1 to Workhorse. So you get Spark. You get 97 acceleration with 91 speed. This may be the one to go to, I'd say. Yeah, I like this one a lot more just because of the synergies. Like Light the Lamp, Magician, not a big fan of. Swarm is usually easier to activate, and Spark is hard to activate, but I think this overall combo just is so much more better. So next up, we got the Patrick Waugh here, 95. 2 to Barrage, Spark, Swarm. Is it just the same as the other goalie? No, it's different. He has a bit more aggression. I would just say go for the Barrage one because Balance and Heart and Soul really just aren't it. So, but once again, you're making a 95 goalie. It wouldn't be my first option to go after these goalies in the first place. And then is this the last one? Yep, this is the last out of the 95s. The 95 PK Subban. Wingman Swarm Distributor. So with Spark, you get his acceleration up to 96. Shooting isn't the best, but the synergy combo is really good. And then the other version, Spark, and Passing Playmaker Light the Lamp. I would immediately say just go after this one if you're going to, just because the synergy combo is just way better. I mean, 2 to Spark is nice, but he only has 94 acceleration, then 93 speed compared to what you're getting with this Subban. So, yeah, these are some insane cards. But if I had to choose an order, if I had to choose 5 that are worth going after, the Auston Matthews that has 2 player-based synergies and 2 to team, absolute unit, that would be my first option. Wow, this is hard. I would then go after the Bernie Nichols with the 2 to distributor. Then the 95 Subban with 2 to wingman. So that's 3. And then Mark Howe, I mean, he's just too small. And like I wouldn't say the goalies are the bottom 2 options for sure. So I would say then get it then Ovechkin, the Ovechkin with the 2 to distributor, and then you get what's his face here? You get you get this version, the I cannot say this guy's name, Baumgartner. Get the Baumgartner with 2 to balanced, then get the Howe with 2 to barrage, and then I would not go after the goalies just because you're paying way too much to make a goalie. So yeah, this event is interesting. I like how they're making you work, like not work, but like you can't get the cards right away. I don't know. It's just a different style and it's a bit more interesting. But like, I mean, those 95s are just really hard to get. But this set is in the game, it's staying in the game. It looks like there's no time limit, so you can do these cards whenever you feel like. So that's a nice thing. But I mean, like looking at the Auston Matthews here, so in the 85, you're trading in 1 gold collectible, and this applies to all of these other master set players. In the second one with 8, you're sending in 6 along with the gold player, and that player could potentially be price tagged. And then the third one, you're sending 5 gold collectibles with like it looks like an icon that is probably going to be price gated. And then for the final one, you're sending in 2 gold players, an icon collectible with 9 gold collectibles. So what, 9 gold collectibles here, and then it was 5 here, then it was what, 6 here, 6, so 9, 5, 14, 20, 21 gold collectibles. I don't know if I can say any of these cards are worth 21 gold collectibles. They are great cards, but they are going to be really hard to acquire. And you can trade in 17 for, you can choose between one of 8 of them. But it's like, do you want those extra synergies? You have to think about that. So let's take a look at the 94s, considering now that I've gone over the sets a bit better. I should have broke it down a bit differently, but it's like there's just no easy way to describe these events. They're just so congested, it feels like. But looking at the 94s, let's see what the synergies are looking like, because I feel like most people are going to go after the 94s. But like, okay, I was mixing them up. See, I'm an idiot. All right. So Baumgartner, 1 to balance, 1 to wingman, 1 to speedster. So let's take balance off. So I mean, his face-offs are too low on this card, it looks like. So you can't, he's an enforcer. So yeah, shooting's alright actually. He's just a bit slow. You get 92 acceleration, 92 speed, excuse me. So he would be viable like on your your bottom 6, but you don't want to put him in your bottom 6. So I don't think he's worth it. Mark Howe, 1 to barrage, 1 to shutdown, 1 to workhorse. Get his speed up to 89, 92 acceleration. No, 93, excuse me. It's just the fact that he's 5'11". I don't know how he's going to play against other players, but he does have good stats. I really do like him. HENRIK LUNDQVIST, I would just avoid this. Like, it's just not worth it, honestly. It's just too much to spend on a goal. 17 gold collectibles for this. Don't get me wrong, he's an insane goalie. But to make it, it's just going to cost way too much. The 94 Matthews. So yeah, this is probably going to be the number 1 option. If you're going after the 94s, I would say the Matthews. And I haven't even looked at the other 4. We got Bernie Nichols. I mean, this version's obviously, I would say this is the second option you should go with. Ovechkin. Yeah, you should. I'd say it's a tie between Subban and Ovechkin. It's whatever you need, but everybody probably needs defensemen more. So I would say third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I just kind of really don't like the enforcer type players, and then the goalies would be tied for last because, you know, I just don't think it's worth making the goalies. I mean, here we can take a look at their synergies here. Like, don't get me wrong, they're good cards. It's just not worth making that much. But like Subban, I mean, oh, he's got the bad synergies. I'd still go after him because this is a pretty good card. If you need him. If you need that last right-handed defenseman to solidify your D pair for the rest of the year, this is a good option. But so once again, going over in the order, I would go Matthews, Nichols. After seeing his synergies, I would then go Ovechkin, HOWE, Subban, this BAUMGARTNER, whatever his name is. I can just never pronounce it right. And then it's a tie in last for the goalies. Not that they're bad cards, it's just way too expensive to make. So that's my thoughts on the event. It's obviously a lot to take in because you just got to figure out what players you need. Now you got to get all these gold collectibles and so on and so forth. And the new 98s have thrown the market off the wall, so it's just a lot to take in. So yeah, guys, tell me if you plan on going after any of these players. I think I'm gonna pass on this event personally. While they're great cards, I'm trying to go after that 98 Taves, and that card is just absolutely insane, way better than any of these. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on this right now. But tell me, you guys, well, if you're gonna go after any of them, make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, guys, see you guys later.